gentlemen, we are live at the moment. We are live. We are live. We are live. And I just, oh my God, these children. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my God. Okay. Mm. Okay. There's some news that I want to make you aware of. Scotland is bringing out some care sponsorship. Before they started it, it was delayed by Sturgeon, and later on, UK government cancelled it. But we have another sponsorship close by. So we're gonna talk about today. So if today is the first day you are seeing me, please, and you've not subscribed, please subscribe so that we can get on with it. First of all, there's somebody that I need to bring on this video. Let me see whether he is available. He lives in the country, so um, he. I think, will I call him influencer or will I call him? I don't know what to call him. Um, I don't know what to call him. Influencer of the company or agent of the company. I just don't know what to call him. But so I'm supposed to be online by 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock that we agreed. But my dear, we came back from church. I have a lot. My head is going bonkers. Sometimes I come here, just don't mind. I'm really very I don't know how to put it to you guys. I am really very not there. And because of stress and all that. So guys, I'm trying to call this guy. Mm, he's not even online. God, he's not online. And see whether he will be online later. Let me just send him a message. But I will tell you everything and I will take you to the recruitment firm from here because I think I'm learning how to take you to the recruitment firm gradually. Because I think it's when you use it that you get to know what it is and how to run it. So, so guys, let me send him a message and see whether he can join us within a short time. Um, okay, I've just sent him a message. Okay then. Okay, guys. All of you, should I explain what is sponsorship? I don't think I can explain what is sponsorship again. I think everybody know about it, but just a quick recap. Care sponsorship is a means where a company in another country will say that they want to do overseas recruitment. Mhm. Then they now go to the government because obviously care agencies or care homes, care homes or hospitals, they are not the one giving visa. So due to the fact that you need visa to leave your country and come into that country, then those people that own those businesses will go to the government so that government will bring out a visa tailored to bring people that will come and work for them. So now it is now called care work sponsorship. So what it means is this: if you are eligible and you are skilled, you have minimum of 1 year experience of care work, then you can now go to the company and tell them that you are qualified for this role. And they will not interview you, check your papers, make sure that everything is all right. The next thing that they will do is to give you a contract letter that you will take to a consular in your own country. So the consular in your own country now will not check your papers and organize interview and ask you the place you are going, check, and they will still check as well whether you are not alien. They check everything is all right, that you don't have any problem, and your police record is intact and all that. I will tell you about how to collect a police record. I think it's from the government. It's from the police officer um, from our country, Nigeria. Is from, if you know any police station, you go to a police station. I tell them that you want a criminal record or character reference. I don't know what they call it in Nigeria. In UK, we call it DBS. So I will call it that's another name that they call it, but it's popularly known as DBS check. So now you get all those things and you then take it to the consulate, they do the interview, they now stamp a visa for you, depending on the agreed contract, whether it's 2 years or 5 years. So when you get to that country, you now start working. When you start working, you start making money. Then you now start thinking of your, it's not only that, you need to think of citizenship, because obviously if it's a Western country, you want to remain there and you don't want to be subject of labor slavery, then that's what you will now do. You will start thinking of how to get over to the second um, case. Now, if at all you've not done your care or whatever, but I believe a Nigerian, I normally tell people this, even Oyibos that I was working before. I said that an average Nigerian know this care work home. But the way we are doing it back home, we are not using the machines, or we are not looking at the regulations and all that, because I've not seen anybody in my generation. I don't know anybody born in 1980 downwards that have not cared for a grandma, grandpa, or big auntie, or uncle, or even when your mother is sick. It's not, we don't have all these facilities that care work in Nigeria. It's family that do that. The doctor will, or the nurses will, when they are discharging your family member, they will tell you, oh, you need to bath him, or you raise the leg, or you do this, or you do this, or you carry him or her up. So they will give you just a snap of instructions. Then when you get home, you start taking care of your family member. That's the way we do it back home. So coming to your CV and say you don't have any experience, na lie, na lie. When I was helping people to get job before I was overwhelmed and I ran, then you will see somebody. Then when we are bringing people in UK, you will see somebody said, I've never worked in the hospital. And when you start asking the person, you don't have grandma, nobody has been sick in your house or in your family member. You say, yes, my mother had oppression, or my uncle now broke his leg, they bring him out. I said, that's care work. That's care work. You've done it. It's just that we are not, like, it's not something that somebody will now call a career. It's just like a help you are giving family members. That's the way we see it from where we are coming from. So it's not like they will pay you big money in Africa. No, it's classified as a fee. It's not that many people, because we are now civilized a bit. People that are supposed to be doing this are working. So they're now maximizing how to care for family. They will not get qualified carers, and that will not start. It's now that it's of recent, it's even before, after COVID, that Nigeria started knowing what is care. Yes, it's not, it's something that family does. So if you are an adult and you have looked after your father when they are sick, you have looked after your own child, you have looked after your sisters and brothers, you have looked after your grandma, you are qualified to apply for this role. So it's not something that you will now assume that you don't have knowledge of. You have knowledge of. What you don't have is technical skill, tailored skills, or skill set for that role, or civilized or modernized skills for that role, like using hoist, using bedpan, how to dress a bed, how to do checks like thermometer, blood pressure, sugar checks, and all that. That's the only thing that is left for you to learn. And in a day, you can learn that and all that. And again, what you need to be doing is to have that knowledge in your own country so that you can scale interview. so Sorry, guys. So you can scale interview. Sometimes you need to know some certain key things like yellow bean bag, black bean bag, red bean bags, what goes in them. It's just a common interview that you will be asked. It's not something that is so scary. It's a rocket science or engineering jump questions that you need to be studying to. And no, 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 no. Any average Nigerian I know have care skills because it's not a skill in Nigeria. Is what it is in Nigeria is family responsibility. That's what we call it. It's family responsibility. It's not a care role. So, what you'll be saying, if you have looked after anybody in your life that is sick, you have done care work before. So, know how to tailor your CV. You understand when you will start applying. I want you also to watch YouTube. Let me tell you what you will do in YouTube. You will go to YouTube. I just want to get it for you so you understand what I'm saying. You go to YouTube like this. You ask YouTube care work skills, practical care work skills. You watch it. Or for instance, we are talking of Ireland today. The care agency that is recruiting is Hollanda in Ireland. We are talking about it in Ireland. So what you will do is this. Care work practicals. Practical care training. You will see what will come out. So watch that training. You watch the way that they are using hoist, and you watch. It's not something that a hair. You see, there's a lot. You see, there's a lot. You see, the way the way to turn somebody. I think you're seeing. You see, watch this kind of video. That's it's not the way we turn somebody in Nigeria that you know there are skills that are you need to put sliding sheet, you need to move people gently, you need to do basic stuff. So what you need to be doing is for you to learn all those technical skills because that's what will come out in your interview online, or they will do Zoom or WhatsApp online interview. That's it. Okay, now let's go to the company that is recruiting because we have to go to the company that is recruiting, and we now know the requirements, the eligibility, the countries that I think Nigeria is there. The country that Nigeria is not there, they will not get anybody because Nigerians are the people that normally do this training. So if you have any care skill certificate, and even if you don't have it, you can go, you can write. If you have looked, I'm not telling you to lie because I know all of us in Nigeria, we have done care work. Everybody in Nigeria, because it's not a care staff that look after our parents. It's not a care staff that look after our aunties. It's not a care staff that look after our family members. If I ask anybody, they have looked after someone that is sick. What you don't have is practical or organized training. That's why what you can learn in YouTube that you've not had, or certification for that training. It's just like asking somebody whether they know how to cook. You understand? Many people know how to cook, but not everybody is a chef. You understand? Because to be a chef, there are things that you need to know about food safety, what are they called? Hygiene and nutrition. So it's not, you might know it basically, like you might know it, but you don't know how to put it in practice or make it work and explain it to another person. Now, that is the way care work is. Now you have looked after your father, you have bathed your mother, you have bathed your father before, or you have bathed your siblings that are sick, or even your child, you have cared for them, you have given them medication. That's all care work. You have done it. So what you have not done is certification to guarantee. You can run now after this video and go and do it in Allison, Udemy. Just say a simple care training. It's there. It's normally $10. You do it $10, bring out the certificate. Then now sit down and construct your CV. If you have looked after your mother for 2 years, You can now say, my mother, for instance, you say, my mother had stroke. I was the sole carer. And you write the responsibilities of a care, which I will tell you people here, the way to write it in CV. I will show you all that here now. So now, since every of us in Nigeria or in Ghana, in Africa, typically, we are all carers. Yes, we have cared before. It's just that we don't have certificate or we don't have the training. But all of us, we have given someone medication, we have bathed a sick person, we have changed the sick person clothes, we have carried the poo, we have done everything, we have changed nappies. What else that is in the care that we have not done? We have done all that. So now, we will now have to go to the company and see the responsibilities and see how you will now start matching it. And if you've not gotten the certificate, you rush to Udemy and get a certificate. And now, learn how to build your CV up. Learn, even if it's your mom, you can say your mom had stroke, so year, and you were the primary carer for 2 years. Look at what you have done. You have been going for the appointment with him with physiotherapy, and you have been doing what physiotherapy, you have to explain it in your cover letter, then you have to detail it in your cover letter. Guys, if you're still watching me, can you give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will tell other people that we are live here? And again, the thing I want to say is this. If you have not subscribed, please try and subscribe. And if you have not been a member, because the membership from next week, after I have gone through my this thing, the membership, I will revive it. So it will be useful for people, for the paid subscribers, to get direct access to things easily and ask questions easily in the group. So if you're still watching me, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you join our membership, because it's gonna be hot from next week? And again, please, 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 please give us a thumbs up and share in your social media platform. So let's go now. So I think when I want to switch this page, it normally goes blind. I think it has done. So if you're not seeing me when I will be switching, just write here that you cannot see me, because most people will be seeing and most people will not see. Let me know what is causing it. Then I can now look for somebody to rectify it for me. So now I have to share my screen. So we go to this company.
You know what?
I'm busy. Close that door. I'm busy. You can see I'm doing video. I'm busy. Can you see I'm busy? Go to your room. Close your room and don't make noise. I'm busy, please. Okay. I think. Okay, that's not. Okay, that's okay. No. This is not it. Let's go to this one, please. This is not. This is it now. So, guys, this one that you are seeing here, that is the company, Holy Lander, or whatever. I don't know what's Holy Lander Staffing is in Ireland. So we have to go through this thing, then see what they have and the eligibility and the help they can give you. So now it's a job search. No, let me see. How do I go down? Agency local, so we are tier 2 supplier in the healthcare sector throughout Ireland for the health and health and social, whatever. Okay. European overseas recruitment. This is where we need to be going because you need a visa. Yes, I don't know. This thing is so low. Or is it my how we work for overseas recruitment? It's not European recruitment. Mm. I think this thing is not my this thing is still. Let me see what is showing there. It's not showing. So this is where we need to be going, overseas recruitment, because you are in overseas. But it's not, oh God, this tab, um, okay, healthcare assistant. I don't know what is coming out. Okay, healthcare assistant. Let's see what is, but we need to go to the oversee, but it's not showing me. It's not clicking. Oh, sorry. Okay, we need to read a bit. Healthcare assistants are healthcare workers who work alongside nurses and provide them with help for any additional care of patients. We provide full-time as well as temporary shift for healthcare assistant. For overseas healthcare workers, it would be ideal if you have had a previous healthcare background, which I have explained so well that every Nigerian or every African has this healthcare background experience. It's just that it is not well tailored and the relevant qualification. The qualification is what I want you to go and get a skill for care. That's the certification that you need to start off. We also require an acceptance IELTS. If you have WAEC, like I said to you people before, if you have WAEC, you don't need all these things. If you have credit in your work, local candidates need to have a KQ1 level 5 in healthcare. Relevant working experience would be desirable. So now, okay. Now there's a form for you to fill, but I want us to go to that the job search. I want us to go to the oversee and see the requirement for you guys because you are the oversee candidate. But it's not allowing me. It's not allowing me. It's not allowing me. Um, Employer staff request, no? Okay. Job search. I don't want to start searching for job. That's not what I'm here for. I just need to. Okay, I just need to go to that. I think it's in this one. I just need to. No, not here. This one oversees. I just need that oversee here. Let's see whether it will come up. I don't know. I just need that oversee. Maybe they're working on this thing because it's not coming up. It came up last night. You know, when I finished video last night, me and somebody we were discussing it. It came up. So I want to show you the eligibilities. There are many things that they say there. If you're bringing family, there are things that you need to know. If you're bringing family is allowed in Ireland. Mm. Few things about that's not what. Um, okay, guys. Since their system is not opening, maybe there's a work that we don't know that is going on in this thing, but it opened yesterday. I think what we can do is apply. You look for a job for that is for. Okay, let's go to that job and see whether we can go through that place from it. Let's do job search. Mhm. Let's do job search and see whether we can see job. At least you know how much they are paying. Mm. Okay, full-time internship, part-time. No, full-time. You'll be coming as a full-time agency healthcare is full-time. Okay, let's see. List expired. Full-time. This one is full-time. I think this system is under work because all the things that were opening yesterday night is not opening now at the moment. But guys, this is the website. Maybe tomorrow morning it's not opening. Roles. Healthcare assistant. Okay. Mm, okay. Sorry. Okay, I have opened it. Okay, look at where they are. Horinda Recruitment, Southern Cross, Unit 53, Southern Cross Business Park, Bray, Wicklow, A982028, Ireland, plus 3531204. This is their number, guys. This is their email. You can email them and verify any other thing that you want. So it's up to you. I'm gonna drop this thing in a so it's up to you, healthcare assistants. I've tried to come here. You can fill in the application, but you need to get a job. But the job search is not, I think, is under work at the moment. It's not opening. I've tried more time. Um, let me search for job and see what I can find. Anyway, the listing is so long. Where will I start? Oh, mm, the listing has expired. This thing was coming on. The role of international care worker in Ireland. I don't know. International. That's who you are. You are international. Ireland's health sector is threatened with increasing reliance on foreign healthcare professional, increased demand for healthcare. Why Ireland needs international workers? I think this is before they gave them the sponsorship, but their website is so slow. It's not opening. I don't want to waste time because this video is already long. I want to be, I want to be checking the job. Um, I want to be checking the job. Nothing is opening here. Nothing is opening. Nothing is opening. Okay, let me say agency nurse or care worker. Let me see what will come out. So guys, when okay, they want you to excuse me. They want you to submit resume, but no, I'm not applying for anything. We are service provider. They want you to submit this before they can open it for you. Okay, guys, let me drop this link now. So when I drop it, then you go to that you go to WTP. You can now fill it. I can't sit here and start filling something. I've got a lot of things to do, and I'm not applying for any job. So they want you to fill in that before they can open it. Mm-mm. Okay, where is that? Their link. Okay, guys, you go and fill in that and look around in the this thing, mm, and see what island care work with sponsorship. Okay, I have just posted it in the YouTube, and I've just posted it. So what you will need to do is to go home and fill in this. When you fill it, you start applying, whether you are a nurse or a healthcare assistant. Like I said before, every African that is watching me, you have done this job. It's just that you did it in unsupervised way, or I don't know, in an informal way. So now you are going to do it in a formal way. You need some training and all that. So that's the difference. So this thing that they are saying that you have experience, you already have the experience. As I know what I'm saying as an African. So that's not, it's not a rocket science. Taking care of somebody, moving them in wheelchair is not something that we need to go to college to study. No, you have done it, but it's just that you've not done it in a formal way. So they want you to have the training. I told you you can learn all these things in YouTube, and you go and get certification in Udemy or in Allison. Allison will give you a certificate. You get the certificate and you use it to apply for the job. But I want you to have a detailed CV, because you have done it in an informal way. I want you to construct your CV where you have listing the formal training, so you don't make mistake, because we don't use hand to move people. In Africa, we don't use hoist, but here, if you use hand to move a patient from one point to another, is a sackable offense, is an abuse. So that is why I said, before you start filling your CV, or before you start coming here to submit anything, make sure that you have listened to the training. You have listened to the training, uh, uh, and see what you should do and what you should not do. I understand in Africa, we do things informal way, but now that you want to come abroad to practice this, you must learn the basics, the formal basics. Okay, guys. Now that you have seen and I have supplied the link to Telegram group, I will still pin the Telegram group in the first comment section. You go and watch it. For yesterday, if you've not watched the Australian this thing, I also have shared the agencies where you will get Australian care work with sponsorship. That one is new. Australian one is new, just like this Hollander. They are all new because they gave them this thing in March, but it will be saturated. Give it like 5 months, everybody will saturate it. Many people will saturate it. So the earlier you do, you go yesterday and watch that my video yesterday, because you will learn a lot. And before you start applying, so you don't make mistakes. So that's my video of yesterday, live video. I'm still doing live video. I've not done a sit down and edited video. No, I'm still doing live video for now because my hands are full. So now you have gotten everything that you need. Like I said before, what you have done in Nigeria as a care worker, you did it informal way. I don't want you to write your CV without getting formal training. I know what I'm saying, because I've seen somebody, we got a sponsorship during the Zoom interview. He failed and he didn't listen to me. I have said this thing more than 5 times here, and you think it's a joke. No, go and get training. because they like somebody in the bed and told him, how can he move the person? This man sit down and tell them that he will move them with hands. It's a sackable offense. They told him that they are happy that he came for the interview and said that they will get back to him. That's the way he lost it. So now, don't go and write CV without doing training, because that formal training will tell you the do's and don'ts. In Africa, we do this care work, but we did it with our bare hands. We don't even know what is scale, hoist. We don't even know what is bedpan. Most of us don't even know chair. We've not sat, we've not even put somebody in a, because you might see somebody in a wheelchair and you are not doing it fine. Because if the legs are not in the foot pedals, it is a fail and it's a sackable offense or suspension. So there are things that you need to know. You are dealing with people that enforce their laws. And when it is about somebody's life, it's extra care. You need to be extra care. The final thing I want to tell you this evening is this. Yeah, if you don't have patience, if you know that somebody cannot spit on you, somebody cannot poo on you, somebody cannot slap you, and you still maintain your steez, don't apply for this job. Oh.